Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dunwich Legacy. Before we begin, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. With that out of the way, today we are going to be playing Scenario 4, Blood on the Altar. Last time, what did we do last time? That's right, we were on a train. We were on a train. It didn't go very well for Zoe, but Rex made it out just fine. If you want to watch that video, you can watch it right here. With that out of the way, today we can begin. So let's start with some opening hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Zoe. Oh my god, there's a lot of weapons. Weapons. You know what? I think we'll keep the lightning gun and the safeguard, and then or we try and prepare for dendromorphosis. That's always a good play, I think, actually. Yeah, let's keep the safeguard and the machete. And we'll lose the lightning guns to hopefully get later. That's Zoe's cross, drawn to the flame. And a brand new Cthulhu. Okay. I was hoping for more of our soak. Rex should not have 2. Zoe has 2 mental trauma. Rex has 1, though. Alright, for Rex, we're going to be getting I've Got a Plan. Dr. Mylan Christopher, Guts, Inquiring Mind, and Jeremiah Kirby. Well, we're definitely keeping both of them. And let's get rid of the other ones. So we have another Jeremiah Kirby, emergency cash, and a magnifying glass. That is a great opening hand, I think. Yeah. All right, we can now begin the story. When you finally reach Dunwich, you are greeted by Zebulon Whatley. Is it Whatley or Whately? I've been saying Whatley this whole time. I don't know. Greeted by Zebulon Whatley and Earl Sawyer, another man from the village who had met with Dr. Armitage during the incident several months ago. Things ain't looking too good here, Earl tells you. Some folk up and went missing up a few nights ago. Them whippoorwills won't shut up. Don't know what you're doing here, but last time you Arkham folk came round here, it was bad news. Very bad news. His eyes blink rapidly, and he coughs and looks away. Look, why don't you rest for the night, and look for whatever it is you're looking for tomorrow, Zebulon chimes in, putting a wrinkled hand on your shoulder. You begin to protest, but your aching muscles and weary mind won't allow you to refuse. The elderly man offers to take you in for the night and drives you to his home at the outskirts of Dunwich Village. The town is disheveled and eerie, and you find yourself wishing you hadn't come here at all. You fall asleep on the ride over and scarcely remember anything else from that night. When you awaken, you find that Zebulon's house is abandoned, and there is no sign of the elderly man or of Mr. Sawyer. Fearing the worst, you head into the village of Dunwich to investigate, hoping to find answers. Setup. Gather all cards from the following encounter sets: Blood on the Altar, Dunwich, Whippoorwills, Night Gaunts, and Ancient Evils. These sets are indicated by the following icons. Alright, I will go grab those and be right back. Alright, so here is Blood on the Altar, Dunwich, Whippoorwills, Night Gaunts, and Ancient Evils. And I have grabbed these 2 for something that we'll need to do in just a bit. Put the village commons into play. Each investigator begins play in the village commons. All right, so let's get these over here. Let's move this to where they need to go. Here's our 3 agendas and our acts. So the village commons is going to be in the center, I think. Does this have a suggested placement? It does. Okay. Remove one of the 2 copies of each other location from the game at random. Then choose one of the 6 remaining locations at random and remove it from the game as well. Put the remaining locations into play. See next page for suggested placement. All right, so here are all the locations. And what I've sometimes done is I will just shuffle this whole thing, and then we'll cut the deck, and then we'll do them as much as we can until we get 5 of these locations out, if that makes any sense. All right, so one more. All right, so we're going to cut the deck, and wherever it goes is the first one we put out, Bishop's Brook. So Bishop's Brook, Osborne's General Store, the schoolhouse. I actually don't know where these go, but I think these goes here. We already have Bishop's Brook, and then House on the Reeds. So then we're not getting the burned ruins, and everything else is we already have copies of. Great. Remove the rest from the game. Yeah, okay. So these are gone. And then let me just make sure I get the location placement correct. Village Commons, the store is over here. Schoolhouse is there. House on the Reeds is there. The church is here, and Bishop's Brook is there. And then connections. So this is connected here and back. This is connected. Right. So these are connected like this. And then this is a one-way connection from the Village Commons to General Osborne's General Store. The Village Commons also goes up to the schoolhouse. The schoolhouse goes to the House on the Reeds. And then the House on the Reeds connects to the Congregational Church. And then the Congregational Church connects to the Village Commons, but one way. Yeah. So these connections are like one way this way, and then everything else is a double connection. I think that's everything because these have 2. Those have 3. Oh, I didn't connect those. That's what I'm missing. Cool. All right. This map is a bit complicated. Check campaign log. Gather the cards for each character who was kidnapped according to your campaign log. Form a face-down pile of potential sacrifices consisting of each of those cards along with Zebulon Whatley and the Earl Sawyer card. So I believe that's Professor Warren Rice and Dr. Francis Morgan were kidnapped. That's right. Because, of course, Dr. Francis Morgan, we did rescue him, but then we lost him on the frickin' train. Of course. And here is Zebulon and Earl Sawyer. So they're going to become a potential sacrifices deck. Okay. Set the following cards aside out of play. Silas Bishop, the Hidden Chamber, Key to the Chamber, and the Powder of Ibn Ghazi. That's this, and this. Check campaign log. If the investigators were delayed on their way to Dunwich, we were not. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck. Check campaign log. If the O'Banion gang has a bone to pick with the investigators, seeking vengeance, the gang from the Clover Club has followed you to Dunwich. Gather all cards from the Naomi's Crew encounter set and shuffle them into the encounter deck. This set is indicated by the following icons. All right, so I'm going to shuffle these and then shuffle. Well, actually, I can get this right now. So let me get Naomi's Crew. Oops. Come on. Okay, there should be 6 total. 1, 2. Yep. Okay, so I'll shuffle these as well as the player decks, and I'll be right back because we need to do some more setup. All right, and we're back. So after I've done all the shuffling, take the previously set aside the Hidden Chamber and Key to the Chamber cards along with the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, shuffle them, and randomly deal 1 card face down underneath each location in play except Village Commons. So we have these 2 cards, and then we have, I need to flip these down so I don't know what these are. 1, 2, and 3. For a total of 5 cards. Okay, so I'm going to roll a d6. We're going to start with Bishop's Brook. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we can do a d4. 3. 1, 2, 3. This is for General Store. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then odd and even. 1. So this one goes up here. And this one goes here. Okay. So we're all getting here. Just want to make sure these are all neat and tidy. And I think we are ready. So there's some other things we need to read, though. The Hidden Chamber. This scenario includes a single-sided location, the Hidden Chamber, which has been dealt face down underneath a random location. The Hidden Chamber only has a revealed side, and has a revelation effect that puts it into play when drawn. When put into play, a single-sided location is put into play with its revealed side face up because it has no unrevealed side. Otherwise, it functions as a normal location in every other way. Okay. So, that is the setup, and I've done this and I've done that. So, we are now ready to begin. Strange disappearances. Your welcome in Dunwich has been cold. A string of disappearances has left the already aloof townsfolk on edge. Most of them look at you with distrust. A few are willing to help in your investigation. Who knows what will happen if you don't find the location of the missing townsfolk soon. 6 Doom Threshold. Hello. There we go. Searching for answers. The disappearances in town may be related to the events in Arkham. You suspect that something awful is afoot. You must find where the missing townsfolk are being held in order to unveil this conspiracy. Objective: when an investigator enters the hidden chamber, advance. We are playing on standard difficulty. We have 2 skulls, which are a -1 for each location in play with no encounter card underneath it, a max -4. That currently is a -1 for us. And we have 1 cultist, which is a -2. If you fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location. Okay, and of course we are starting in the Village Commons. It is hard to prevent the impression of a faint malign odor about the village street, as of the massed mold and decay of centuries. 3 shrouds, 0 clues. It's an action resign. This is suicide. We're better off hiding out the night. The sparsely scattered houses wear a surprisingly uniform aspect of age, squalor, and dilapidation. Okay. So, well, I guess we're probably going to be doing a lot of setup today. Yeah, let's just get started. So with Rex, we're gonna start with a Jeremiah Kirby. Costs 4 resources. He's gonna name Odd. Look at the top 5 odd cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This was underneath it. Delve, Magnifying Glass, Strangely. Oh my god, we drew 4 cards off of that. Oh my god. Oh wait, we don't lose the deduction though, of course. It gets shuffled back in per the text of Jeremiah Kirby. Okay, that was really good. That was way better than I ever thought. Wow. God. Okay, and yeah, we're gonna do the thing we planned. So we're gonna play an emergency cash. And then that gains 4 resources. Then we're going to spend the 4 to play Dr. Mylan. Oh my god, Rex is ready. Rex is ready. All right. Zoe, you're going to start with playing a bunch of stuff. You're going to play a Safeguard. Yeah, Safeguard, Machete, and gain a resource. That'll leave you with 1 resource. All right, that is their turns. Let's go to Upkeep. Zoe will draw a Vicious Blow, gain a resource. Rex will draw an Acquiring Mind and will gain a resource. All right, so we are 1 Doom out of 6. Zoe's first card is a Servant of Many Mouths. It spawns at any empty location. It has a 3 fight, 2 health, 1 evade, humanoid, and has Retaliate. As a reaction, after you defeat Servant of Many Mouths, discover 1 clue at any location. It deals 2 damage. Well, we're going to put him here, since that's the direction it looks like we're going to be going. And Rex will draw Strange Signs. Revelation tests 3 intellect. If you fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location. 2 clues instead if there are 3 or 4 investigators in the game. There are not. Yeah, let's just test it. Let's commit this Jeremiah Kirby. I don't think we'll need him. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, we'll keep him. Yeah, it's okay. So we're 4, 5, 6 to 3 right now. As a 0, so we will pass. And nothing happens. All right, Zoe is going to go first. Zoe's going to move here. This servant engages with her. She will gain a resource from it. And of course, we will reveal this location. Our one dreads to trust the tenebrous tunnel of the bridge, yet there is no way around it. 3 shroud, 2 clues. Each enemy at Bishop's Brook deals +1 horror while it is attacking. As a free triggered ability, if there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath Bishop's Brook. Group limit once per game. And there are 2 clues there. She will fight with the machete. She is 5 to 3. Okay. Fuck. I was really hoping to pass that game. Okay, so we fail. It has retaliates. It deals 2 damage and a horror because it gets +1 horror here. That's not good. We have 1 action left. We really need to pass this. I'm gonna commit this Brandon Cthugga and try it again. We're at 6 to 3. Zero. Okay, we will kill it. We will discover this clue. Wow, that was awful. I need help. Oh my god. All right. Well, Rex, you might have to solo this entire scenario. No, we can't think like this. No, we have to think like everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna move. We're gonna move here. Let us investigate. We are currently 4, 5, 6. 6 to 3. We're going to play this magnifying glass. That's fast and it costs nothing. And so we were 7 to 3. So -4, we will succeed. We get a resource from Dr. Mylan. We have 1 action left. Yeah, let's play this strange solution. Actually, it doesn't take up a hand, but it'll give us a way to fight in case Zoe just eats it. All right, we're going to do this on the next turn, just in case it's like an enemy or if it's something bad. So let's go to upkeep. Zoe will draw. Guts. That's good. Stop her from dying, I think, hopefully. Rex will draw. Preposterous Sketches. Get a resource. All right, there is 2 doom out of 6. Zoe draws. Hunted down. If there are no unengaged criminal enemies in play, hunted down gains surge. There are not. Strange signs. There are no clues here, so he can't commit that. He could commit Jeremiah. If you fail, add 1 clue. Yeah, we can add a clue. That's fine. Oh. Okay, how about this? Weird. This is weird. This is weird. We're during a skill test, so there is a free triggered window. There are no clues here. So who wants to draw this? I think we'll have Rex draw it. Draw the encounter card beneath the Bishop's Brook. Eager for Death. Increase the skill test difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. So that's nothing. So he is testing 3 to 2. He'll commit Preposterous Sketches. Why not? 4 to 2. Sorry, actually, that's not how this works, right? Because this is happening during a skill test, so this one needs to finish first. So Zoe's going to just test 2 to 3. Oh, Jesus. If you fail, add 1 clue. So she adds 2 clues to this location. It's not bad, because we drew this card already, but it'll be bad for later. Okay, now he is testing this. He will commit this Preposterous Sketches. So now he's 4 to 2. -3. So he fails by 1. He takes 2 horror. Jeremiah himself. Okay. Very strange turn of events, but that's how it goes. So Rex is going to move here. Zoe's going to safeguard with him. Osborne's General Store, sorry. From the air of hushed fright at Osborne's store, they knew something hideous had happened. 3 Shroud, 3 clues. As an action, spend a resource. Search the top 3 cards of your deck for an item card and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. It's a free triggered ability. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath the thing. Okay. He has 2 actions left. Yeah, let's investigate. We are currently 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3. Yeah, 7 to 3. Zero. He will succeed by 2 and get 2 clues. He also successfully investigated, so he will get a resource with Dr. Mylan. He has 1 action left. He will do that again. He is 7 to 3 again. As a skull, which is a -2 right now, so he gets a clue. Okay, Zoe, you're going to play your cross for 1. Free triggered ability, Rex is going to draw this card. Yeah. Oh, it's the key to the chamber. So he takes control of the key to the chamber. Cool. The key to the chamber says, Revelation, take control of it. As a free triggered ability, if the hidden chamber is connected to your location, attach key to the chamber to the hidden chamber. The tarnished silver key was hidden and kept safe out of sight. It must lead somewhere important. So she has 2 actions left. Draw a card. Guard dog. Play the guard dog. Good. All right. Let's go to upkeep. Zoe will draw another safeguard. Again, a resource. Rex will draw a perception and will gain a resource. All right, there is 3 doom out of 6. Zoe's encounter card is a rotting remains. She really needs to pass this. So she's going to commit her guts, putting her at 6 to 3. She's also going to commit this safeguard, unless you want to commit something, Rex. Yeah. 7 to 3. That is a skull, which is a -3 right now, so she succeeds by 1. She draws a card off the guts. It is a protective gear. I need to play that. Rex will draw a Hunting Night Gaunt. This is a 3-fight, 4 health, 1 evade Monster Night Gaunt. Hunter. While attempting to evade Hunting Night Gaunt, double the negative modifier of each revealed Chaos token. Okay. Yeah. So Zoe's probably just going to engage and kill it. Yep. So Zoe will engage the Hunting Night Gaunt. I think she will use that to get a resource, but not spend it. Actually, no, we need this. Yeah. We're going to spend the resource on Zoe's cross to deal it a damage. Then we're going to fight with the machete. We're 5 to 3. We're going to commit this vicious blow to go 6 to 3. -2, we should succeed. We deal 3 damage because it's the only enemy engaged with Zoe, and it dies. That was engage, fight. She has 1 more action. She will gain a resource. Hopefully we'll be able to play the protective gear at some point. All right, Rex is going to move up here. Zoe's going to safeguard with him. This is the schoolhouse. With its crumbling rooftop and rat-infested walls, this is hardly even a house, let alone a schoolhouse. 4 shroud, 1 clue. You cannot discover clues here except by investigating. And then we can use a free trigger ability to draw the card underneath. Okay, that's fine. We are at 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4. Let's do it. Oh, it's a -4. We fail. Wow. I really was expecting not to fail there. Fine. Let's just play the magnifying glass. The other one costs 1. I should have just done this before. We're 8 to 4 now. Because he moved, he investigated, and he's going to investigate again. -3. Okay. Get the clue. And we will do that next turn. All right, let's go to upkeep. Zoe will draw. Dendro. Okay. I think that's okay. We did correctly not play the lightning gun, so I'm glad about that. But we do have Dendromorphosis now. And she gained a resource. Rex will draw, burning the Midnight Oil. He has 6 cards and will gain another resource. There is 4 Doom out of 6. Zoe will draw, Sorted and Silent. Attach it to your location. At the end of the round, each investigator at attached location takes a horror. Force when the agenda advances, discard Sorted and Silent. Okay. Rex will draw, another Hunting Night Gaunt. Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Well, let's start by revealing or drawing the card underneath the schoolhouse. The question is, who is going to do that? I think it's going to be Zoe. Is it? Oof. If it's a Rotting Remains, that could be really bad. Let's do Rex. We're gonna be a little bit risky. So Rex is gonna draw this card. It's an Ancient Evils. Okay. So we are advancing. Okay. I guess that could be worse. And that was a free triggered ability. So if we try to evade, we're currently at a... There's no clues here, unfortunately. So we'd be at 4 to 1. Oh, that only helps the -1. So actually, it's not even worth it to commit this card. Unless Zoe has anything to commit. Definitely not that. She could gain a resource, play the Protective Gear, and engage the Night Gaunt. Because then it could just damage the gear and not herself. I'm okay with that. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. So we are going to... Yeah. We are going to gain a resource, play the Protective Gear for 4, and then engage the Night Gaunt off of Rex. Because she engaged, she will get a resource, and she will use that resource as a damage on Zoe's cross. Okay, that is her turn. Because now the Night Gaunt can kill the Dendro and just deal horror to the protective Gear or deal damage to Guard Dog to potentially kill that. And then this is at the end of the round. So as long as Rex moves first, we are good. All right, so that is her turn. Rex will move to the house on the reeds. Zoe will safeguard along with. Even the locals stay away from this half-sunken hovel. 2 shroud, 2 clues. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I put 3 clues here? I did not mean to do that. So we would have 1 less clue. That was on tape, right? Yes. I've been playing with a 3-player game today, if you can't notice. 2 shroud, 2 clues. While you are in house on the reeds, you cannot play events. That's fine. Because we'll just investigate with a bajillion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 2. Let's do it. -2, we succeed by 4, so we get both clues. Dr. Mylan will exhaust and give Rex another resource. So that is 2 actions because he moved and investigated. He will flip this over. It is the hidden chamber. All right. Revelation. Put it into play. The hidden chamber and the location from which it was drawn are connected to one another. The door to the hidden chamber is locked. You cannot enter the hidden chamber unless key to the chamber is attached to the hidden chamber and has victory 2. These are connected like this. Connected to one another. Yeah, okay. Free triggered ability. We're also going to attach key to the chamber. And we have 1 action left. We are not going to enter the chamber because I know what happens. It's not time to delve, is it? It's not. I don't think it's time to delve. Zoe is here. Oh, he has Strange Solution. 6-3. Fuck it. Fight with base value 6. 6-3. Oh, the skulls are a bit rough. Number of locations, so that's a -4 now, for sure. We don't have one. Okay, maybe this is a bit risky. Last action. Draw a card. Another Dr. Mylan. Hilarious. Okay. Enemy phase. The Hunting Night Gaunt. I will have it deal a damage to the Dendromorphosis, killing it, and a horror to the protected tier. And let's go to upkeep. Zoe will draw an emergency cash. Rex will draw another Burning the Midnight Oil. And I believe he has 8 cards now. 3, 6, 8. Yes. And we are advancing. First Blood. Whippoorwills gather along the gambrel roofs of Dunwich and begin to shriek in jubilation. The people of Dunwich believe that the presence of whippoorwills foreshadows somebody's imminent death. Do they long for your death, or is the victim someone else? If there are 3 or more potential sacrifices, choose one of them at random and place it underneath the agenda deck without looking at it. So there are 4 here. I'm just going to do a little shuffle-you. And we're going to roll a d4. Starting at the top is 1. That is a 1. So this one goes underneath the agenda deck, and we do not look at it. I'll read this after I grip this. The Old One's Hunger. As the sun sets, the frightened townsfolk retreat into their homes and lock their doors. It is clear to you that many of them know more than they are letting on. A sickening feeling turns over in your stomach as the village's true nature becomes clear. 6 Doom Threshold. Zoe will draw on Wings of Darkness. Okay, actually, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Also, the agenda advanced, so this should be gone. Forgot about that. Sorry, these location connectors are getting a little messy. Okay, that looks good. Test for agility. If you fail to take a damage in a horror, then disengage from each Night Gaunt enemy and engage with you and move to a central location. That's fine, because actually if it disengages Rex, he can just kill it. So we are 2-4. -1, we do fail. If we take a damage in a horror, we'll put those on the protective tier. And then we disengage from this thing. Then disengage from each non-Night Gaunt enemy. Sorry. So the Night Gaunt comes with us. Of course, that actually makes sense. That does make sense. All right, Rex will draw on Ancient Evils. Of course. All right. So Zoe's in a bit of a pickle. She really can't evade. She can try to fight, although getting cultists is very bad. Actually, not if Rex goes first. Yep. Okay. So, Rex, first action, move to the Hidden Chamber. That means that we advance the act. What was hidden? You find your way into the hidden chamber where you believe the missing folk are being held, but the horrors that confront you there fray the edges of your sanity. Bound by chains in a secluded corner of the room is an unspeakable creature with the face of a man. It wheezes and wrestles to free itself as it notices your entrance. The many mouths covering the creature's body are covered in blood and gristles of meat, as though it were feeding recently. With a hideous croak, the creature speaks with 7 mouths. Seth. Then it lurches forward as though to grab you, and several of its chains snap. Reveal each unrevealed location. So the Congregational Church would say, I myself did more than a fortnight ago catch a very plain discourse of evil powers in the hill behind my house, wherein there were a rattling and rolling, groaning, screeching, and hissing, such as no things of this earth could raise up. It had 2 shroud and 3 clues. Move all clues in play, including those on each investigator, to the hidden chamber. Spawn the set-aside Silas Bishop enemy in the hidden chamber. So, all clues in play. 1, 2, 3. We're going to exchange these for some 3s. That 3 is from him. This 3 is from here. 1, 2, 3. And then the 1 from here and the 3. So just to count it up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, these should be here. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we placed 2 back here. Did I also mess something up? You know what? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm an idiot. This just happened. I thought this is a 3-player thing again. So I put 3 clues here. Instead, there are only 2. So we have a total of 11 because there are 9 total clues that should have spawned, and then plus 2 from the ones that we lost that we put back here. Okay, we're good. So that is Rex's first action. Also, sorry, Silas Bishop is in the hidden chamber. 3 fight, 12 health, 7 evade, monster abomination elite. Massive. Silas Bishop cannot make attacks of opportunity. What walked on the mountains that May night? What rudimous horror fastened itself on the world in half-human flesh and blood? Deals 2 damage and 2 horror. And we have our act. The Chamber of the Beast. The pitiful beast lunges to grab you with slimy arms, its many jaws snapping in hunger. Killing it would be merciful, but perhaps there is something else to discover about this creature. Objective if Silas Bishop is defeated, R1. Objective if there are no clues in the hidden chamber, advance. We are going to try to do the whole no clues thing, I think. So let's start with that. We're going to investigate. We are currently 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 3. Yeah. We're going to play a Burning the Midnight Oil to investigate. We're also going to spend 2 resources. With higher education. Because we have 5 cards. So we are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 to 3. Skull, which is a -4. Because it's max -4. So 10 minus 4 is 6 to 3. We succeed by 2. We get 2 clues. And I do think I'm going to stay here. And I'm okay taking a little bit of a beating. So we're investigating again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 3. -1. We will get a clue because our thing is limit once per round. Also, I forgot Dr. Mylan would have exhausted to get us a resource again. So that's Rex's turn. Zoe's going to go, and she's going to just try and fight this thing with her bare hands. She is 4 to 3. As a +1, we'll deal 1 damage. Let's do it again. -4, we failed. Does not have retaliate, however. As a 0, we will deal another damage. Okay, so we will kill it during the enemy phase when it attacks the guard dog, and I am okay with this. All right, enemy phase. Hunting Night Gaunt will attack the guard dog and will kill the protective gear. I think. Hazard. I don't think we actually have any hazards in this scenario, so yeah. It's good enough for just a horror scene. Deals 1 damage to the guard dog. The guard dog deals a damage back and kills it. Silas Bishop will attack Rex Murphy, taking 2 damage and 2 horror. 2 damage. 1 will go on Jeremiah, 1 on himself. 2 horror will just go on Rex. All right, let's go to upkeep. Zoe will draw. Across space and time, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. All right. Lightning Gun. Stand together. stand together. Could have been worse. And we'll gain a resource. Rex will draw. Quick thinking. That's actually very, very good. Yeah, that's really, really good. And gain a resource. All right, we are 2 out of 6 doom. Zoe will draw. Eager for death. Sorry, this thing should be dead. She is 4 to 2. Oh, each damage on you. So she's 4 to 4. She'll commit this drawn to the flame to go 5 to 4. She might just have to resign, which is okay. Rex can just probably solo the rest of the scenario, honestly. Ooh, Elder Sign. All right, we succeed. Never mind. She lives to tell another day. Rex draws a Whippoorwill. That's annoying. Actually, it's not terrible. We have so much book, or intellect, sorry, that it's totally fine, actually. Okay. Rex will start. He's going to investigate. He's investigating a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 3. Oh, -1 is 8 again, so let's... Actually, we're going to play Okay, sorry. We're going to play Burning the Midnight Oil to investigate and gain 2 resources out of that. Now we're investigating at a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, and then we're going to spend a resource. Go 10. 10 to 3 again. Zero. We succeed by 2, so we get 2 clues, and we can take an additional action this turn, which we will do right now. We are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 3 again. Sorry, 7 to 3 because of the Whippoorwill. +1. I'll get those clues in a sec. -1. So the reason I'm stopping, by the way, is because I might want to leave. Yeah, let's leave. So we're going to move out. Zoe's turn. Draw a card. Prepare for the worst. Play the prepare for the worst. Search the top 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Looking for a weapon. 45 or machete. We'll take the machete, I guess. The other lightning gun's in there somewhere. God, honestly, I kind of want to just resign. Is that weird? Rex has strange solution. Like, what I'm planning to do is get like 1 turn away from finishing and then double delve with Rex. And that is better if Zoe just doesn't draw encounter cards, honestly. Yeah, Rex is definitely just carrying the scenario. Wow. I really am considering it. How bad would this be? I actually don't think it'd be so bad. Yeah, I don't think it would be that bad. Zoe's going to resign as her last action. That's fascinating. Wow. I never thought I would do that. But we'll see. All right, so these are done. And now let's go to the enemy phase. The Whippoorwill will move towards Rex. Rex will draw a deduction. That's fantastic. And we'll gain a resource. All right, so there is 3 doom out of 6. Rex draws kidnapped. So he's definitely testing willpower. He currently has 3. He's going to spend 3 resources. Yeah. And this is the stupid stuff we do with higher education. 5, 6, 5, 6. So he gets +6. He's 9 to 4. Cultist, which is a -2, and he does not fail, so we are good. Oh, he was actually -1, so he was 8-4. So that's fine though. Move. Investigate. Yeah, this turn is just double delve. This turn is the double delve turn. All right, let's do it. I'm doing this for you, Zoe. This helps you too. Delve. Rex draws a whippoorwill. Fine. Delve again. Sorry, why is that going there? He draws. Hunted down. This gains surge. There's no criminals. Rotting remains. He has 5 cards. 3. Well, -2 is 1. So we'll bump it by 2 resources, I think. You get +4, so that's 5-3. -2, he succeeds. And that delve is gone. He has 1 action left. He will gain a resource. Sorry, he will draw a card. I've got a plan. Another great card. The whippoorwill stay there. Go to upkeep. Rex will draw. Dr. Henry Armitage. Gaining a resource. There is 4 doom out of 6. Rex draws Unhallowed Country. Put Unhallowed Country into play in your threat area. You cannot play ally assets. Treat the printed text box on each ally asset you control as if it were blank. Force at the end of your turn, test 3 willpower. If you succeed, discard it. So these 2 are blank right now, but I'm okay with that. So first action, Rex, go here. Then you will investigate. You're currently 4, 5, 6. 7 with a deduction. 8. Wait, sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, that's good enough. 4 to 3. 7 to 3. No, that's right. I want to succeed by 2. That's what I'm doing. Actually, I don't have to. 7 to 3. 0, we succeed by 4. So we'll grab 3 clues and investigate again. Last action. So we are 4, 5, 6 to 7 again. We'll commit this Inquiring Mind because there's going to be no clues left soon. 4, 5, 6, 9 to 3. -1. All right, we get it. And there are no clues left. So we advance. Banishing the creature. Despite the danger, you brave the beast's horrifying presence and investigate further before killing it. What you find confirms your worst suspicions. Several journal entries written by a Seth bishop describe the process of feeding the creature in horrifying detail. Tomatoes at first, then small game, then cattle, and then finally human sacrifices. But the most disturbing part is that Seth calls the creature by name, Silas. If the Necronomicon is in play, no. Otherwise, R3. All right, I'm going to go get those, and I'll be right back. Hey, everybody. Before I go to the resolution, I think I made a big mistake. So, I know it's covered up by these whippoorwills, but House in the Reeds says you can't play events. And, well, Delve Do Deeps are indeed events. So I'm trying to think of how I would do this differently. So I was here. There was 1 whippoorwill. I delved, and then I drew a card. I believe that's what I did, right? Yeah, so I would have instead moved here, delved. Would I have done that? Yeah, I would have moved, delved. So the whippoorwills would come and then they do the thing. Then I would get this encounter card. So then the question is how I would move. I wouldn't have been able to get all 4 clues. Okay, well, let's see. What would I have done? Would I have just taken the attack? I think I would have. Yeah. So we're going to go back before this act advanced. I would have been here. I did not have the action to get the last clue, but I got 3 clues with that deduction. For sure. So it's not over yet. Okay. Sorry about that. Small correction. But this is how we're going to go. First of all, at the end of your turn, he's going to test 3 willpower. We also had the Inquiring Mind because we committed that to the other investigation. So we'll commit the Inquiring Mind here to go 6 to 3. Sorry, it's not that the 3 is there. It's that the 1 is there. There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, we are 6 to 3. Minus +1. Okay, so we do discard that. And now the enemy phase happens. The whippoorwills come towards us. Silas Bishop attacks us for 2 and 2. We will take it. 2 here and 2 horror. Okay. So now there's 5 doom, and this is the card. If this is an Ancient Evils, then this changes everything. But I'm willing to do my mistake again because I definitely would have just moved, delved. So actually, I wouldn't have had this card either. So let's go to upkeep. I'm going to skip the draw step of my upkeep because I wouldn't have drawn the card then. So now there's 5 doom in play. This card is kidnapped. Okay, we can afford to test this. We are 1 to 4. So I'm going to spend 5 resources. Am I? Yes. To get a +10, 11 to 4. I don't need to spend that many. So that is 9 to 4. Yeah, 9 to 4. We just really don't want anyone to get kidnapped. That's the whole thing. -3. So we do succeed. Okay, now let's investigate. We are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -2 is 6. We will commit everything in our hand. We'll commit these 2. Dr. Perception and Dr. Henry Armitage to get a +4. That puts us at 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 + 4 is 10. 10 to 3. Cultist. So we do succeed. Okay. We have self-corrected. We are done. There are no clues. Flip this over. No Necronomicon. So resolution 3. Okay. Sorry about that, everybody. Lots of text going around everywhere. But it all worked out. And I think that it all worked out. So, resolution 3. With the creature that once was Silas lashing out at you from its chains, you have little time to react. Hoping there is something in the chamber you can use to your advantage, you fend off the abomination long enough to find a journal. Many of its passages are written in Latin. It appears to be a handwritten excerpt from the Necronomicon, its purpose unknown. With no time to spare, you recite the incantation, stumbling over the words and feeling your throat tighten with each sentence. The creature's body begins to shrink and melt away as the incantation continues. Its cries terrifying and haunting. In the end, all that is left is a pile of wet and sticky ichor and a rotten stench. In your campaign log, record that the investigators banished Silas Bishop. In your campaign log, under Sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth, record the names of each unique card that is underneath the agenda deck. Each of those cards are removed from all players' decks and can no longer be included in any player's decks for the remainder of the campaign. All right, so let's see who got sacrificed. It is Zebulon Watley, recalling ancient things. So it would have given us a willpower. I would have liked Zoe to have that, honestly. The 4 sanity soak, that would have been good. So sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth, but Zebulon Watley. All right. If an investigator with a Necronomicon in their deck was defeated, Necronomicon was stolen. Fine. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display. Each investigator earns 2 bonus experience as they gain insight into the hidden world of the mythos. So that's 2 from the Hidden Chamber, 2 from Delve Too Deep, and 2 from the bonus, so we get 6 both. Good job, Rex. I mean, Zoe was also there, right? Proceed to Interlude II, The Survivors. Inside the chamber that contained the terrible beast, you find the missing townsfolk and the others from Arkham. They are bound and shackled. You also find several documents that suggest the creature you found isn't the only one of its kind in Dunwich. You free the creature's victims from their bonds, and they offer you their thanks. You begin to plan your next move. Check campaign log. For each of the 5 following characters who are not listed under Sacrifice to Yogg-Sothoth, read their associated passage. When you are done, proceed to Scenario 5, Undimensioned and Unseen. So, of course, these 3 and Dr. Henry Armitage survive. So we will start with there. It is far worse than we had thought, Dr. Armitage says, pale and trembling. Wilbur Whatley was only the beginning. There were many more. There were many, many more in Dunwich who knew of the great old ones and who desired power and knowledge above all else. The earth be damned. I knew I should have burned that wretched journal. But thanks to its contents, I know how we can stop them. We're the only ones who can. Now quickly, help me with this solution. The powder is the key. Yes, the powder is the only way. In your campaign log, record that Dr. Henry Armitage survived the Dunwich legacy. If it's not already Investigator's deck, it already is. If the Powder of Ibn Ghazi card is not already in an Investigator's deck, any one Investigator may choose to add that card to their deck. It does not count toward that Investigator's deck size. So, So the Powder of Ibn Ghazi says, it enters play with X clues on it, where X is the number of characters who survived the Dunwich legacy. That's going to be 4. As a free triggered ability, move 1 clue from Powder of Ibn Ghazi to an exhausted brood of Yogg-Sothoth at your location. Exhausted. So either after it attacks or if we evade it. Well, are we thinking of giving Earl Sawyer to Rex? Probably, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But I think we'll do it. Okay. So we'll give the powder to Rex. So Rex earns the Powder of Ibn Ghazi. Ibn Ghazi. Okay. Professor Warren Rice is alive. Professor Rice adjusts his glasses and studies the documents and arcane manuscripts left in the chamber. I thought this nightmare was over and done with, he sighs. But we have a duty to see this through. We have to stop these creatures, or it won't be just Dunwich in trouble. The powder mixture Armitage created to see the creatures will be our saving grace, he explains, and sets off to the task of recreating the powder. So we earn Professor Warren Rice. He has 3 costs. You get +1 intellect. If you discover the last remaining clue in your location, exhaust him, draw a card. Definitely giving that to Rex. Dr. Francis Morgan. Thank you for everything you've done, Dr. Francis Morgan says, taking count of your provisions and ammunition. Last time we needed some of that strange powder Armitage concocted to even see the beasts that terrorized Dunwich. If there's more of those things out there, we're going to need that powder. I think I remember how he made it. Okay, we're definitely giving Zoe Dr. Francis Morgan again. And Zebulon Whatley is dead. And Earl Sawyer. I never could have made it if it weren't for you, Earl says with a stammer, shaking his hand repeatedly. If there's anything I could do to repay, I'll just ask away. I ain't much of a fighter or anything, but I'll do all I can. Just don't make me look at anything like that beast again, all right? So Earl Sawyer gets +1 foot. After you evade an enemy, exhaust him to draw a card. I guess we'll give that to Rex. Sure. All right. So that is Blood on the Altar. I will do our upgrades and be right back. All right, we are back with the upgrades. Let's start with Zoe. So we had 6 experience to spend. Zoe purchased the second copy of Brother Xavier, a upgraded beat cop, and a charisma, getting rid of the lower guard dogs. The guard dogs are good, don't get me wrong, but they are not enough horror soak that Zoe needs right now. And these allies are just better also. As for Rex, he upgraded his last magnifying glass, the level 1 version. And then he purchased 2 divination ones and a charisma, replacing preposterous sketches and I've got a plan with those. Remember that charisma is permanent, of course, for both of them, so you don't need to replace a card with those. Divination, I think, is actually super good. It will allow us to get lots of clues. And I think that sounds pretty good to me. So that was Blood on the Altar. Zoe really needs to start doing stuff. Rex is doing way too much. This might be my own fault because I got him like strange solutions, so I don't really have to ever deal with enemies or whatever. But you know, them's it is. This is the start of Rex and Seekers in general being absolutely busted. With that being said, next time we're going to be taking on Undimensioned and Unseen. Until then, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. This has been SuperFing99, signing off.